The fire rises.
Check this out.
Okay.
I look good.
Okay.
Let's talking on the net. Get in the building, do something.
Get the money, gotta get my bag on. Okay. Triple back, flip out the whole scene. Okay. All you suckers just don't wanna be me. So, get smacked. You looking black. I put the big stacks. I'm pushing stacks. New outfit. You wish you had it on. Only tricks on the wrist. Gotta keep it on. Okay. What you got? I got it going on. Okay. What you got? I got it going on. Okay. What you got? I got it going on. Okay. What you got? I got it. Okay.
Jesus fucking Christ. I'll probably watch the rest of the video on my own later. Now we're going to talk about Candace Owens. This is probably not a wise decision, but let's have a nice conversation. I'm cooked.
Prison, get your piece today. They probably all in the Hamptons bragging about they made.
What fresh hell is this? Why is it the only cooking conservatives I can watch now are fucking gay? No, I'm not even saying it's not to me like a joke. No, they're all gay. I can only watch the gay ones. Him or Ty Rivera. I can't watch the rest of you motherfuckers. Y'all are annoying, corny, or boring. At least there's like some flair here, some like little attitude, some pep in the step. I can't watch Amala. She's boring as shit. I fall asleep. I'm like, this is a bore. And then I'm like, I said the same thing in my head. Why am I watching this? Click. I watched Ty Rivera. I'm like, finally, someone who's finally a catty bitch. God, you know I like Ty because Ty just insults people. It's funny. God, it's the fucking internet, man. I'm not watching this shit to actually get any intellectual breakdowns from anyone because half you fucking retards don't do that to do that well to save your lives. I'm here to have a good time, and most of you are depressing. But at least with like Brad, again, it's not depressing. Thank God. Ty, same thing. I can't watch the rest of you motherfuckers. I don't know what it is. Like the only two I can watch are gay, which I think is lovely. Somehow, I think it's actually I've come full circle progressively. I'm now such an ultra progressive that I can only watch gay, political activists, pundits, whatever the fuck you want to call them. I can only watch the gay ones. I should be crowned a fucking a king. All right, I should be crowned progressive male of the year. I have transcended progressivism. I'm just fucking with you. I literally, it's an odd coincidence, but here we are.
Guys, thanks so much for being here with me today. So excited to bring you a show. I actually am going to be heading away for the weekend to spend some time with family that are visiting here in Miami. So we'll have to wrap this up early in the day, but there's just so.
Please go save Myron for me, bro. Can you go have a conversation with Myron about his closet homosexuality? Though he might drop. Then again, I don't know. He is very anti-Semitic. I don't know. Be careful. He might get you in trouble.
Much going on. I was originally going to take a day off, and then I said I can't because so much is happening, and I have strong feelings about a lot of it. Up first, we got to check in with Candace Owens, the right-wing YouTuber and self-described, this is not even me shading her, conspiracy theorist who has, of course, weaved this elaborate web of conspiracy theories about the death of Charlie Kirk, where she's suggested at different points that everybody from the military to Egypt to France is all involved in it. However,
has she said that she made like a thing about the Avengers being involved yet? Because I would love that conspiracy.
At the beginning, she was clear about a couple things. One was that she would stop her investigation if Erica Kirk, Charlie Kirk's widow, asked her to. And the other was that she wasn't accusing Erica of any wrongdoing.
Lie.
She still hasn't.
Such a lie, such a cope.
Quite openly done that, but she did just post a video essentially mocking Erica Kirk. And it's not in good taste.
It's what video?
I think it is my take that I'll offer to y'all, but you guys will have to let me know. I'm going to show it to you so you can see for yourself, of course.
Please don't. Please don't.
We don't know, but I know.
What that mean?
Whoever your advisors are.
Oh my God. the era of Kanye is to the point where I'm embarrassed to say you can't even listen to Kanye music anymore without feeling a little embarrassed, right? Unless just okay, let me rephrase this. You know what? Fuck it. Nah, I listen to Kanye. Who the fuck am I kidding? I will listen to Kanye music. It's art, and art is separate from the artist. But motherfucking A, nigga. Come on, brother. How are y'all still rocking with Kanye outside of music, dog? Like, what are we doing here?
Are fire them.
It's a woman.
This is one of those fun episodes where no matter who you are, there's something for you to be offended about. I am actually an expert on all matters that are fake, and
I don't like girls.
Myron Gaines is support group. And anyways,
I need a hug.
American planes are in disguise in Iran. So
They don't know what the
I'm just gonna say it. You think Candace Owens' box is like the greatest box on the scale of humanity? Because I can't see how any man would want to be around this crazy bitch. Then again, you know what though? Her husband's crazy too. Actually, never mind.
they're doing.
It's
You
not
understand
talking
that?
to you.
Are you still talking about Jeffrey Epstein?
Israel and child sex predators. It's kind of a thing. There is no Candace without Charlie.
So go and grab the reporters so I can smash their recorders. Say that confuses with some bullshit like the New World Order.
Please don't fucking use Edge as a way to fucking make your point. That's insulting to Edge. Edge is a badass, and I will not have that disrespect. Or NWO Hogan.
Meanwhile,
Rest down, brother. We have the watch.
This is cringe.
And I'll see you
This is cringe.
in Valhalla.
The podcaster Candace Owens. See, that's that probably on prison. Get your piece today. They
No.
probably all in the Hamptons bragging about they made.
All I got from that is I now hate Candace Owens twice as much as I thought I did for that video. I want to sue for emotional and mental distress. That was lame and gay as fuck. There's lame and gay, and then there's whatever the fuck that was. Holy shit.
I've seen that multiple times.
I mean, Brad's gay, but I don't even think Brad can hit the levels of gayness of that video. I don't think if you were to combine Ty Rivera, who is ultra super duper gay and loves being gay, and then times it with Brad being gay, and then with Myron's closeted gay, it still doesn't even hit half of the levels of gay as that entire fucking sequence of shit that I have just been subjected to seeing. That is how gay this was. We're talking gay on another level that you cannot possibly understand. We are hitting new levels of gay, hitherto undreamt of, that have not been discovered yet by humanity. That type of gay. Because what the fuck was that? What even was that? What the fuck was that? Are you kidding me? Nah,
I'm
dude.
still kind of taken aback by it though.
Nah,
it's a
dude,
really
I got nothing to
remarkable
say to
video. I
that.
mean, she definitely has an eye for a meme and a good editor, but
Good editor. That editor was on fucking coke when they did that. What good editor was that? Don't insult good editors like me. I'm a damn good editor. That was horrible. That look a good editor. That look a good editor. My ass. Candace Owens is a mentally insane human being. And nothing she's done in the last few months was any bit as bad as that video. She could have killed a fucking kitten, and it wouldn't be as egregious as that video. The fuck?
is there not something incredibly unhinged and distasteful about taking a victory lap on how successful your 2025 was for your podcast when supposedly the whole thing that you're doing is investigating the tragic murder of your dear friend?
I'm sorry. Was her entire recap video taking victory laps over the fact that she's grifting off the death of a man? God, you gotta give the bitch a lot of credit. She's just being upfront about it. Oh my God. That was her celebration video? No. For real? I'm flabbergasted. Flabbergasted. I am flabbergasted.
Ah! It's an ambush! You'll never take us alive, foul beast!
Yeah, I was ambushed by that video, to be honest with you.
And in your video, you literally mock and like juxtapose the widow, begging you to stop spreading insane conspiracies and accusing Charlie's dear friends and colleagues of wrongdoing with no evidence. And you're like, you mock it and you're like, no. Now I'm going to show you the text that she put alongside this video where she shared it on social media. First, though, guys, do make sure to subscribe to the like button. Comment with your thoughts if you're watching here on YouTube, and do consider becoming a channel member. It's the best way to support my content.
Please do consider. I won't, because I don't do it. I don't do it for anyone because I'm a dick. But please do consider. I grew up in the era of YouTube where there was no such thing as channel members, and it was just straight up, hey, want to join? Cool. Let's got some fun. You know, but now it's just like, it's whatever. You know, it's just whatever, man. It's what it is. Yeah, it's just me. I'm an old fuddy-duddy. Yeah, that's just me. I don't know. Hold on, let me check something. I'm behind some dude named Brodan Lane on my fucking algorithm. Duh. Well, he's got a truck, so I automatically lose. God damn it. Oh, look, there's the worst video ever made about me that basically fucking lied about me to their leftist audience. There's another one about Brodan. This is crazy. That video is 3 years old and it's fucking trash. Okay, let's try this. That's funny as fuck. I just looked that up. That's really funny. All right, got it. There we go. Okay. All right. So I'm just doing something with my analytics right now. I shouldn't be doing it right now. I'm doing a stream. This is very professional. But anyways. Almost there and hit. Okay. Where were we?
And help me continue to punch left and right and just call out BS, not have to pander to the partisan YouTube algorithm.
You shouldn't have to pander regardless.
Yeah, if you can, please support me at the link in the description or pinned comment.
That's also why I like him. He calls out the right wing when none of these other people really do enough. Some of them do when it's really egregious, but it takes like something really, instead of just calling out daily like they should, you know. That's why I like ripping on everyone, because all of you suck in equal ways.
Anyway, now here's what Candace wrote on X accompanying this video. 2025 was one hell of a year. Beyond grateful to all of you who tuned into the podcast and took us to #1 globally. Can't wait to get back on air in 2026 as I plan to break another explosive story. Oh boy, I wonder what it will be this time.
Oh God, will she have another fucking? She'll have another fucking random guy named fucking, Cheffers or some shit talking about the death of Charlie Kirk. She had some fucking random dude named Mitch, and that was like that. Like, finally, you broke the story. Some guy named Mitch. Are you fucking kidding? Who took that seriously? My name's Mitch. Okay. What are your credentials, Mitch? I'm currently being hunted by everyone. I gotta keep a low profile. But I'll go on your fucking live stream in front of millions of people, and I will gladly talk about the death of Charlie Kirk. Even though, okay. But you got to stay quiet and, confine your identity. But you'll go on live stream with a camera. Shut the fuck. Get me the fuck out of here, bro. Get the fuck out of here. And I see her comment sections just full of mentally unhinged retards. God, taking advantage of the mentally sick like this is just disgusting and kind of hilarious.
Because I'm always one step ahead of my haters, who I am grateful to as well.
So bitch, please. Oh, bitch, please. Oh, man. I don't hate Candace Owens. I love Candace Owens because she gives me so much content to laugh at that I just love watching her. She's an unhinged, psychotic, crazy bitch. Seriously, drop the OnlyFans, Candace. We all need to see it. Let's just be honest. We all need to get to... I'm just fucking with y'all. I'm really not. Drop it, bitch. Drop it.
It just does not match with the vibe and aesthetic that Candace has claimed. She has claimed to be this sincere investigator. Of course, she isn't, because she's made a lot of mistakes and she hasn't addressed them, and I pointed some of them out on the show, but...
Oh, dude. I mean, she has literally... She tried to pass a fucking random rando named Mitch off as some guy that was there, where there's no proof that he was actually there to witness any of the things that he's talking about. There's no credible proof for that. And people are buying it because, hey, Candace Owens said it, so that means it must have happened. No, it's complete bullshit. It's malarkey. I just said malarkey, nigga. Why did I just say malarkey? But for real, it's bullshit. It's complete poppycock. I just said poppycock. What's wrong with me? What the fuck? Seriously, that's how stupid this is. I'm just saying words that are outdated. It's bullshit. Candace can suck my fat one. Out there it is. Suck my fat one. Man, the end of Stranger Things is pretty cool. The ending was actually quite touching if you understood it, but whatever. People don't want to understand shit and don't want to actually whatever. I'm not gonna get into it. I swear to God, I feel as though nerds are the most miserable people on the planet, and yet they're the ones that claim to have that also talk about having the most joyous moments. It's just so weird. Half the time, you guys just feel like you're unappreciative of anything, but whatever.
She has claimed to be this sincere investigator, and yet, when it comes down to it, she is posting like meme edits and trolling her haters. Serious investigators don't really do that kind of thing. And then she's taking a victory lap on how successful her podcast has been off the death of her friend.
Isn't that amazing? The best part about Candace is she's taking like this victory lap again off of the death of someone else, right? But it's kind of funny. Like she'll sit there and scold you for calling her out on it. Like she'll sit there and the way how she treated Tim Pool is really funny to me, where she's basically doing that, but then tries to come at Tim Pool as if he's some fucking piece of shit woman hater that he's insecure about women. It's like, okay, great. Listen, do I like Tim Pool? No, I think he sucks. I think he's part of the fucking milquetoast crowd of YouTube politics that has died out, thankfully, now because of the less of the tightening grip on moderation and milk toast and trash ass fucking restrictions of what you could say. Now you can kind of say whatever the fuck you want to say on YouTube, and you have a lot more leeway than you ever have before, which it's the way it kind of should be. I think this is the perfect medium where, yeah, it's not too much, but there are still limits to what you can say, like crazy shit. And I guess then you could be like, well, is she even total free speech? Yeah, the problem is you people, there is no such thing as free speech in this country. There will always be restrictions and always be things you shouldn't say because of the ramifications and the absolute impacts of what you say. It's just it's an impossible ethic to hold up. And it's just the truth because a lot of you don't even adhere to it. The quartering is the perfect motherfucker I'm talking about, who's also a part of that boring milquetoast audience that's been brought up. You could say whatever you want if you're the quartering, but if someone says something to you, oh, it's a problem. The quartering could strike you for bullshit, but if you strike the quartering, well, he's under attack and it's against free speech, blah, 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 et cetera, et cetera. So understand, that's just kind of how it is. But anyways, regardless, I went on a tangent there. But Tim Pool, she comes at him with all this woke scolding. And it's just like, bitch, you sat there and you're using the death of another human being to make your own fucking bag. Fuck you. How dare you come after anyone else when you're a disgusting, heartless, godless human being? Candace Owens is a godless woman, and I don't care what anyone tells me. She's a wicked, disgusting human being. I have no fucking respect for Candace at all. You can call me your hater all you want. I never used to care about Candace Owens up until she started doing this shit. I hate people that disrespect the dead. If you disrespect the dead, there's no boundaries for you. You're just a disgusting fuck. It's a very sacred thing to me to never disrespect the dead. Never. And unfortunately, Candace does that on a daily basis at this point.
I'm not saying there's anything wrong with getting a lot of views. I would love to have her viewership. I think it's the way she gets those views that's the problem, not the fact.
No, I don't care if Candace gets views or nothing, dude. I don't give a fuck. Who would care? I hate the way that Candace does it because Candace has just done it by basically cashing in on tragedy. My entire existence on YouTube, I've called out people who've cashed in on tragedies. I'm not going to see any of that Star Wars girl situation, but I think we all know exactly what. Here's the thing. Everyone thinks it, and they still think it to this day. What she did was kind of fucking gross. Now, granted, I'm not about to sit there and open up that old wound or whatever. I don't care. It's not my business anymore. I don't give a fuck. It never was anyone's business. It shouldn't have been until someone decided to make it like everyone's business by putting it out online and then collecting cash off of it. And that's, whatever. That's my stake on it. And people have a problem with me saying that. I don't really give a shit. I'm not the only one that thinks it because everyone thought it when they saw it. Everyone that was there thought it. They just didn't want to say it because it's a fucking outrageous thing to say. One man said it was Dark Sinovia, the fucking communist of all things. Shout out to Dark Sinovia, by the way. Ballsiest move to say that shit when it was in the midst of it. Because he's like, you cashed in. And that's what happened. No matter what anyone tells me, it's why people always looked at her with a side eye. That's whatever. Not my problem, not my care, not anything. But what Candace is doing is basically cashing in on tragedy. And the reason I have such a problem with it is I understand that I've been around people who have been through loss. And I'll tell you this, I would never want to go through that. One day I might have to. I'll tell you this right now. I ain't going to be on here getting cash off of you motherfuckers for it. Fuck that. It's disgusting as fuck. It's immoral. And I think it's a strike against the Lord, in my opinion. And I'm not even religious, but I think of that. That's fucked up. How the fuck can you live with yourself doing that? I don't know, but Candace manages to sleep just fine on her stack of cash. Good for her. Fucking millionaire. Good for her. Don't really care. It is what it is. Not my problem. But I'm going to call it out and have my opinions on it. And my opinion is she's cashing in on a tragedy and she's a piece of shit for it. That's it. Nothing more, nothing less.
The fact that a lot of people watch her, that's great. And even monetizing it in the way that she does, I think it's a bit much. She reads like 6 ads an episode, but still, get your bag, girl. It's the content I have a problem with, but there also is something.
I have a problem with the I don't have a problem with the getting your bag and all that, but understand you can still have an opinion put on you. If you can get a bag, then I can get a bag off of you. You want to get a bag off of a corpse, and I can get a bag off of your ass that's alive. At least I'm honorable. At least I'm noble. I'm going after someone that's actually alive. Your ass is going after a dead man. You're making a bag off of a dead human being and making conspiracies. I'm just calling you out for you being a crazy bitch for doing it. I feel nothing's wrong with that. I think that is absolutely a lot more noble and should be the way that everyone views it. The problem is that everyone doesn't want to go after Candace on the bigger side yet. It's coming. Oh, it's actually been starting now. Like Ben Shapiro got her ass too. Everyone's starting to come after her for it, but they didn't want to deal with the crazies just yet because her fan base is full of mentally unhinged, unstable weirdos that are looking up and thinking the pigeons are part of the CIA. They're looking up and thinking that the birds are looking down on them with cameras in their eyes. They think that the crows are a bunch of CIA instruments. They're like, oh, look at that, the sky. You see that? It's a cloud, you retard. No, it's a CIA fucking vapor net. It's coming for me. That's her fucking audience. It's insane. They're crazy. They don't have any fucking actual thing going on up in their brain. The type of person to go up on Twitter and type the following to everyone. It's a shame how unaware you really are. It's a shame how little you really know. It's a shame how much of a sheep you are. In reality, they're just fucking retarded and basically believe anything because reality's fucking trash for them. Are we good? That's her audience.
Like, just uncouth about this, about dancing on how successful you are and how much money you're making, therefore, when it's all because your friend died. Now, her show was popular before, but that all the Charlie Kirk stuff has taken it to another stratosphere. So,
no, she was always popular, but she was never over Steven Crowder. She's never over, she was never over, fuck, I can't think of the fucking name. Over maybe Ben Shapiro at the time. She's never over any of those type of people, but she skyrocketed as the number one because of this shit. And it's going to bite her in the ass eventually because people are not going to stand for it. They're going to have a lot of people have my views on it when it comes to death. And people are going to eventually go, dude, stop. Everyone, like people, and I don't care for Charlie Kirk or his views. I didn't care. I said what I said at the time. I said was discussing what happened to him, blah, 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 moving on. I don't think there's much more to say about it. But people who do love Charlie, they're going to get sick and tired of this, obviously. They already are sick and tired of it. And eventually, I feel lawsuits are going to be coming. But two, people are just going to get sick and tired of the same old conspiracy shit and go on to a new one. New things will happen, and people just move on, and then they'll move on to other shit politically. But Candace really started this off of the Epstein shit, right? Because she basically got on the idea of conspiracies because of the Epstein files. The Epstein files were a great way to start your conspiracy-based bullshit because everyone was kind of questioning why the flying fuck the guy they voted for to release these files is releasing literally 2.3% of the files that do nothing for them. Right. Interesting. Okay.
A lot of people pointed this out online, not just me. Emily Saves America wrote on X, if someone murdered my best friend, I would have nothing to celebrate and I would not be reflecting on my success. Crazy.
Yeah, I know. Crazy concept. Also, I wouldn't sit there and try and take the widow and make her into some fucking meme. But okay, cool.
He thought. Another person replied, What stage of grief over the death of your best friend is this?
The cash out stage, the cash out stage. Cash out. Yeah. Seriously. Really?
Another person said, I'm so happy that Charlie Kirk's death worked out well for you. Somebody else added,
Yo, these people are coming in. I'm so happy people are clapping her ass for it. Way to dance on Charlie's grave because his assassination benefited you so much. Read The Room next time. She did. And she read the part where she could make money off of it.
way to dance on Charlie's grave because his assassination benefited you so much. Read The Room next time. More comments here. It did not go over well on social media for the large part. I would have expected you to describe it as a heartbreaking and painful year, but I guess you've moved on fast.
Girl has a great therapist.
Another person wrote, not only did Candace describe the year in which her friend was murdered as a hell of a year because her podcast spiked, but she taunts his widow in her montage.
Oh, man.
After harassing and slandering Erica endlessly and
this is hurtful.
Daring her to say stop, Candace mocks the moment she finally did.
And it's insane to me because how do you mock this woman for basically telling you to just stop making views off of this? I think it's fucked up that you are such a disrespectful human being that you would pull this shit. Again, Candace Owens is a piece of shit. I think we've all basically come to that conclusion. It's funny, I'm not defending Tim Pool. I don't like Tim Pool, like I said, but of all things that we could have all shit on Tim Pool for, now I can be like the Keno Casino, and I think they're looking at it from the wrong lens. I'll look at it from this lens. How would you feel if you had to basically be thrown into this drama with the fucking Charlie Kirk shit because Candace Owens wanted to fucking, make a bag? I'd be fucking pissed. I don't want to be anywhere near that type of shit. That shit is completely and absolutely scandalous and absolutely doesn't help your cause or anything. It's annoying. Excuse me. And it's kind of funny, I actually respected Tim Pool a lot more after this because he's like, listen, they invited me to come to Turning Point USA, and I said no. He held to his principles because it wasn't about clout, and I actually do give him credit for that. You can say whatever you want about Tim Pool, and I have a lot of not great things to say about the guy, but I will say this: I have a lot more respect for him than I thought. But that being said, how can you just sit there and have the like? How do you sit there and think this is okay? None of this is okay. It's all disgusting. And all of it should be called for what it is. But unfortunately, we're at the point where I just think that people don't give a flying shit when it comes to stuff like Charlie Kirk. I think they just sit there and only care about the Charlie Kirk shit if it can benefit them in a way, or they can use it to believe in something greater. I think they want to believe this is a conspiracy because it makes his death mean more to them. It's sick, but it's also what it is for these people. They can't accept the reality that, dude, a crazy leftist decided to fucking sit there. Not even just a leftist, just an extremist, really. A crazy extremist freak decided to sit there and go, I'm going to pick the day and I'm going to make myself famous off the death of someone by killing them. And that is what happened. And this disgusting, sick individual, who will not be named, obviously, decided to go do that because they don't care. They didn't care. They just want to fucking sit there and send a message to the world about what they believed in a most disgusting way. And I'll tell you this, it could have been anyone that day. I've always kept this opinion with this person. Anyone that day in that slot that was right wing was going to get killed. If it was Candace on that stage, she's going to get shot. If it was Nick Fuentes, bang. I don't care who it was. They were going to catch a bullet because of what this person was trying to do. They were trying to make a statement. That's it. There's nothing more to it. If you think that, A, you're a fucking retard, but B, you're also one of those people that sat there spending your life thinking there's conspiracies and you wasted it when you found nothing. That's what's the problem with conspiracy. You guys need to watch this movie called Under the Silver Lake. It's an absolute masterpiece, in my opinion, for what it represented. You waste your life trying to find a rabbit hole, go down the rabbit hole, and then the answer you get usually isn't satisfactory, and you can't do anything about it. And look what you did. You wasted your entire life trying to find an answer to something that you really didn't need to find the answer to. And even then, the answer's right here. What I just said. And will anyone of these freaks will believe it? No, because they have to believe in something more because they're genuinely sad.
And I think I have to say that's actually the part of this video and of this post from Candace that I find the most objectionable. If she was just dancing on her haters and trolling her haters, that would be one thing. But she's pretty openly trolling Erica Kirk, Charlie's widow. She's including the tearful shot where Erica begged her to stop spreading conspiracies about her husband's death, and then her saying no. And she's not even addressing and has yet to really address the fact that Candace promised on camera she would stop her investigation if Erica Kirk asked her to, said, please stop. Then Erica Kirk gets on television and asks her to. And she's like, no. And not only is she saying, I'm sorry, I've changed my mind, I can't stop, she's also like trolling Erica. This isn't okay. Like, this is not a classy or respectful way to engage on this topic when you're supposedly someone who cared about Charlie deeply. Do you think he would want you memeing his widow? Like, what are we even doing here?
No, and the thing about, like I said, when it comes to Candace is she doesn't give a shit about any of this. It's all money to her. But I'll tell you this, what bothers me about Candace is if you were doing that, one thing, fine, whatever. It's the way that you act when people call you out on it that makes me sick. It's like you're fucking disgusting. Because then she'll try to fucking sit there and destroy that person for calling her out about it. And only guilty people do shit like that, in my opinion. You truly show that you truly show your guilt when you pull shit like that. And that's just it's just sad and despicable. But what can you expect from Candace Owens? She's not a great person. I just thought she had a little bit more class than that. I was wrong. I've always been wrong about that, I guess. But that's just it is what it is, you know. It is what it is. Excuse me, I'm just doing something right now. Getting things done here. Getting things done here. Okay, we're almost done. All right. Anyways, let's just make sure I have clips for the month. I am good on that, so I will have my clips out from this stream, so that's good. All right, get on to this.
How is this even a conversation? How does anyone think this is okay or acceptable behavior?
Because we live in a world now where moderacy is boring and people don't want to fucking sit there and watch it, Brad. That's pretty much what happens. People don't care about moderacy. They care about excitement and, oh my God, look at this. This is exciting. This is a crazy story. It's basically a tale as old as time. What's a better story? The truth or the one that sounds fucking awesome? Well, here we are.
And then when you criticize this stuff, people just say like, oh, you must love Israel or you must be paid by Israel. None of which is true in my case.
I don't like Israel. The fuck? I wish I say like Israel. Shit, where's that Israel money? Shit, Poppy wants fucking new equipment. Please, I want to make another mic stand and mic arm for the psychotic fuck of it. Please, right, yeah. We're paid by Israel. I mean, where's my paycheck from Israel then? Netanyahu, pay the toll, bitch. Not gonna happen, right? The fuck? What are you talking about? It's an Israeli conspiracy. Are we for real? Come on, nigga.
They would say, I hope you enjoy your $8,000 or $7,000 or whatever. It's like, well, I don't know when it's coming because I have yet to receive it. I'm just calling this out.
I'll let you know when I get it.
Because I care about facts and truth and decency. I know, radical concepts these days, not popular things, but I actually do care about those values. And that's why it bothers me to see Candace trolling about a murder conspiracy and taunting Charlie Kirk's. Hasn't she been through enough? Like, I do understand that she's behaved in some odd ways that people are allowed to observe. And there are some memes about it that I've chuckled at, what have you. But a meme on an Instagram reel is a different story than top podcasters and political commentators who are supposed to care about the Kirk family trolling her publicly and basically mocking her and saying, ha ha ha, you thought we were going to stop? No, we're getting way too many views and way too much money from this. Sorry, not sorry. It's grotesque stuff, in my view. It really is. But I don't think it will really make a dent with Candace. I don't know.
No, she's making way too much money from it. Way too many views. There are too many fucking psychos out there that like this shit. It's a cult. So, no, it's going to be this way. Is what it is. You know, you got to live with it. Do I think that it's fair or justified or anything but disrespectful? Of course, it's all those things, but it is what it is. I have an acceptance of what it is. I don't get mad. I used to get so mad about things like this back in the day. I used to have so much emotion. Everyone says, man, you're the angriest fucking 20-something-year-old that I've ever met, because I cared about these things. As an older man now, I can tell you this. It doesn't matter. She's going to do this. She's going to do this shit regardless. And at the end of the day, you can call it out for what you want, or you can be realistic with yourself. And I'm realistic with myself. There ain't nothing that's going to change. She's going to keep making money from it. And I just got mad for like 40 minutes screaming about it, and she's still making that money. The void is still there, and you can't win. So make jokes and make comedy off of it. That's what I've done lately. I don't do this shit and getting mad. What's the point? This shit's a joke. At the end of the day, this crazy black bitch is going to make a bunch of money. Let her do it. Don't worry. Whatever's going to happen to her is going to happen to her. And I have the belief that she will catch a lawsuit. And it's going to be kind of hilarious. And people like me are going to make fun of her for it. I'm still waiting on the OnlyFans, though.
Well, will at this point, because I think people who are still following along have either decided that they just view it as entertainment and aren't thinking about it on a journalistic or moral level. They're just thinking about, haha, this is fun to watch. What crazy thing is Candace going to say next? Or, and I get a fair number of these folks in my comment section.
I'll keep it a buck with you. I'm not in that total camp. I'm morally disgusted by it. But here's the thing, Brad. You can't sit there and expect us all to be angry 24/7. You got to laugh. Because if you don't laugh at things, I'll tell you what you're going to do. You're going to just be more miserable, more sad, more angry, and more disgusted with yourself than when you could have just laughed at it. And that's where I'm at. I laugh at these things. It doesn't bother me anymore. It is the reality of man at this point that this is what's going to happen, and you can't do anything about it. So just sit back and relax and strap it down, bitch, and just enjoy the show. I see no issue with that.
They're like true believers, and they have gone.
Yeah, those people are crazy, though. Those people are absolute nut cultists. I block them and don't want nothing to do with them. That's it. It is simple as that. I block them, and I do not want nothing to do with that. Keep them motherfuckers away from me. They're crazy. They're cuckoo for their Cocoa Puffs, and I don't want their Cocoa Puffs all over my table. Fuck all that shit.
All in on drinking the Kool-Aid, and they think Candace is like, I don't know,
Mommy
modern day Sherlock Holmes of our times. And
Sherlock Holmeski over here. No, I'm telling you, she thinks she's Sherlock, but she's really an idiot. And what gets me is the fact that again, people literally sat there and bought this random white dude named Mitch as some giant source. Who the fuck is Mitch? I don't know, nor do I think I really give a shit at this point. But it's funny to laugh at this shit because it's fucking hilarious. This whole thing is hilarious. But it's also disgusting and fucked up and sad that this bitch is literally going out of her way to fucking desecrate a corpse. But also, I laugh at politically insane people because they're fucking insane.
Actually uncovering international conspiracies. I do not. I think she is an entertaining and charismatic woman who unfortunately has decided that it is morally acceptable to play fast and loose with the facts, to make extraordinary claims without any evidence, let alone extraordinary evidence, and to even taunt the widow of her supposed dear friend, Charlie Kirk. I don't know about you guys, but I find that all to be really gross, really reprehensible stuff. That's my take. Y'all have to let me know what you think in the comments below.
Yeah, I wouldn't do that. These people are crazy.
Make sure to subscribe to the like button. Do consider becoming a channel member if you want to support my work.
Nah, bruh. I don't pay money to YouTubers.